Bogo Janito, the beautiful game. Welcome to Total Scores, guys. I'm one of your hosts, Shaquille Straw. My favorite team is Manchester United. Red Devils, true and true. My favorite footballer, Neymar Jr.
Liverpool, never walk alone. My name is Oscar Taylor. Ronaldinho is my favorite footballer. There you go.
My name is Antoine Scott. You don't know, representing Manchester City, the Citizens. You know, my favorite footballer is Ronaldo, of course, the Brazilian. You know, my favorite thing about football is analytics, tactics, and youth development. For YouTube channel, guys, your expectation on this channel, guys, about the latest football news. You can always get the latest transfers and statistics,
Analytics and football news.
Post and pre-match reviews.
So we just want to welcome you again. And if you like the content that you see on this channel, guys, you can always like,
Share.
And subscribe.
and also leave a comment down below. It will help us to grow the channel. As you know already, we have our Liverpool fan, Oscar Taylor, right here.
Never walk alone.
Leeds United 0, Liverpool 3. So Mr. Oscar, what do you have to say about the match today?
Well, it was a good one. A good one. Disappointed we could have scored more. Yeah. Very bad tackle on Elliot today, but you know, we are giving our prayers to recover quickly.
Yeah, good young talent. Last season where he was at the championship at Blackburn, he played excellent. So I must say that I like the fact that Klopp has given him some chances to get into the first team and get some game time on his belt. Shaquille Straw, that Rodrigo chance, what do you think of it?
Beautiful chance. Not sure exactly why he didn't pick any post to beat Alisson right there. You know, wasted a wonderful chance to get Leeds the leveler, so they could have added a little more pressure during the game.
So do you think that if Rodrigo had took that chance, scored a goal, do you think that the momentum will maybe be different or the game could be different?
Yeah, definitely, because when you are leveled on a goal, it's like the game is still at nil all. So now you have the momentum to push even further. We know that Leeds is a very attacking team. They play with a high back line, you know, because they can depend on their keeper Melie, and they just keep on attacking. We have Rafinha down on the wing. He was getting some beautiful passes down there, but he had no support on the other side.
So to you, Oscar Taylor, do you think that even if Rodrigo had took that chance, scored a goal, do you think that Liverpool will still come out on top today?
Indeed, because we were very superb, especially in the middle with Alcantara. Yeah, we had a good game in the middle. Fabinho played well as well. Van Dijk did a good job at the back with Matip. So even if that goal had scored, yeah, we would have some pressure because you know they would be 1-0 up on us in the first 5 minutes right there because the chance came early.
Yeah.
So the pressure would be there, but we would have all our composure, and I know Salah and Mane would just finish off for me.
As you spoke about Salah and Mane, I see that they got a few chances there, and I don't know if is it that they're selfish or they think they could have gotten it. But what do you make of those chances that they squandered to give your side a outstanding lead? I mean, you guys could have finished off the game at least 6-0.
Yeah.
What do you make of those chances that they squandered? They could have made a pass to a teammate, but they decided to go for to be selfish.
I think there is still some ego between the two players. Yeah, but I like Salah work ethic in terms of scoring goal, but I think there's still some ego against him when it comes to Sadio Mane. Yeah, because he got 3 chances. He got chances where he could have laid off the ball and give somebody the assist to score, but he still took the chance to kick and miss. But as I said, there's ego, and I hope they sort it out in the dressing room because it can be a big problem for us going further.
So for the future of the squad for the striker position, do you think that Jota will be Liverpool's striker, and probably Firmino will have to be working hard to get back his spot? Or do you think that Firmino still has his spot in the squad at the starting moment?
Okay, for me personally, I see Jota holding that spot. However, Klopp is always going to have some confidence in Firmino because of his work ethics and how he hold that position since he has been at the club. So I think Klopp have that confidence in him, but I really would like him to just keep Jota on the field or give him the starting in each match and sub on Firmino, because Jota has a very, 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 very clean and a very, very fast pace when it comes to the goal and going at players. So yeah, for me, I would just say Jota.
Yeah, and I see the potential in him when he was at Wolves. He played excellent for them as well, and Klopp did the right thing, sign him, good 45 million.
Yeah.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
And he came on the club and he performed really well. But I also have to give credit to Mohamed Salah. The signing of Firpo Leeds signed from Barcelona 15 years. He wasn't playing that well. And it's
Very poor game.
very poor game. Salah was getting the best of him. Everybody. Anyone else that on that wing of his, they was getting the best of him. And I think Salah realized that he is the weak link in the side, and they did best to get around him, that goal, you know. They scored some really nice goals. Just to get a chance where he tried his best to control the ball, but he hit his chin, but he still get a shot of it, and that was a good save also from Miller.
It was on target. That's what I really like about him.
What I want to ask you, what do you make of your fullbacks? Trent Alexander-Arnold. There's been a lot of debate about what is his best position. Is it in the midfield, as Gareth Southgate would say, or as his manager, Jurgen Klopp, would say, he's one of the best right backs in the world now. He created a few good chances today. So what do you think of his performance?
Alright, as we know, Klopp doesn't like when they push him up in the midfield. But for me personally, I really like Trent, and if it was me, I would push him up in that midfield. But either position would be very good for him. Either position would be good, because if you go in the midfield, you get the same performance, which is assists, great whips, and clinical passes. When he's around, you get the same thing. But the only problem is that the defense, his offensive play, is the main problem that people would say he lacked in. But he can play both positions because he has the assist anywhere he goes.
But I think that today, that I noticed that, as I said, the defending need to be worked on, because Mohamed Salah had to drop back in his position in a couple of minutes in the match because of his attacking play. Midfield, I don't think he will, can be played in the midfield because of how he played. He's that wing back that go up, down, and most whip, and get in the midfield. You're not going to do most whip, you know, most the cross that he is. Yeah, he's not going to do that in the midfield position. So I think the right back is the best position. He just need to work on his defensive and just try to get that, you know, be a complete right back. Cause he already good at assisting, attacking, so we know that he just need to work on defense. He's a good player, and he's just 21. He's going to get there.
Were we expecting to see Tsimikas in the lineup today? He's had a couple good games, but Klopp decided to go with Andy Robertson. What do we make of that? I
think Tsimikas should have played in Leeds, man, because of momentum, and you want him to get used to the league.
Yeah, he didn't get much game last season.
Yeah, so I think that Klopp should play him in those matches. Leeds, you know, if Brentford, Norwich, and sometimes you can probably play him against Crystal Palace to get that little, you know, those matches have this intensity about them. Crystal Palace is a team that is in the Premier League for quite some time now, and they bring this intensity whenever they're playing a big six. So I think that Tsimikas should have played today and not pressure Robertson, because, as you know, if Robertson injured and now the Champions is coming around for next week, he needs Robertson to play Champions because he's going to play the best set of teams in Europe. So, and Tsimikas is not really at that level, so I think he should have played Tsimikas instead. But maybe it's Klopp, so we will see.
I really agree. Even if you're not going to start him, give him a few minutes so he can work himself in the side and with the players, get the chemistry in a competitive environment, because in training you might play with them and think, yeah, you have that chemistry, but when you go there, the competitive environment, it's a different ball game. So you should give him those minutes so he can compete, you know, and build that chemistry with his teammates on the pitch.
Speaking of game time, the one summer signing that you guys made, Konate, I have yet to see him start a match. He hasn't gotten a feel of the league. What exactly is Jurgen Klopp thinking? He's young, he has talent, but he hasn't been getting any game time at all.
Well, me personally, I don't like the fact that Klopp doesn't rotate the team. Yeah, and I think one of the main reasons why he bought him because of what happened last season with Van Dijk. Because when Van Dijk got injured, we have to be using a two holding and central midfielder, rotating them in the back line. So I think that's one of the main reasons. So I really hope he give him some minutes to play and get used to the players, just like Tsimikas. You know, so I really hope he starts him, or even give him some minutes to play in the squad and get that gel and that chemistry, especially Champions League is coming up. It's very important, and I think he can manage.
Definitely, because when he was at RB Leipzig, you see where he played, he and Upamecano at the back play together in Champions League, winning matches also, and the two of them play together. And me watching his development as that centre half, he's an excellent centre half, and he just needed the right manager. And Klopp, with with Klopp having Matip, Gomez, and Van Dijk winning Premier League and Champions League, I know that he can turn Konate into a good centre half.
Yeah.
So I think Konate had the potential, and we need to give him some game time now, or before it's too late, because he will not become that world class player that everybody's looking to.
Yeah.
You know?
Or some other club would come knocking and ask him to buy it.
Yeah.
Are they gonna have to be loading?
Yeah.
Marcelo Bielsa's side was dealt a heavy blow today.
Yeah.
3-0 trashing down by 10 man. What can we make of the tactics that he did today? What went wrong that led to such a beating at Elland Road, at home?
Alright, I think, to me, Leeds United, I think where he needs to personally himself get to the players, the centre half especially. The decision making is poor. However, what Cooper did on strike wasn't, that shouldn't have happened. And I realize that whenever they are losing, their mental state in the game start to, they're not focused again.
Yeah, there was a bit of back and forth between Luke Ayling and Rafinha about the play that the ball coming from the back lines up on the wing.
And they need that solid captain, that Cooper needs to be more talk, he needs to take charge, be a leader, and know to keep a cool head. Doesn't matter if a player get the best of you, talk to your players, just like Van Dijk did, Matic talking, if you go, I cover, and I think Leeds, as I said, we had a discussion before the match started. I told you that Leeds United needs some centre, and I think that they really do. Until they get a good centre that can take lead and help, then I think they're going to struggle. But I think you should go with 3 at the back, and we'll use 2 wing backs to help with the defense, so I can play as a 5 at back, and then whenever they are attacking, they can go up, wing backs can go. So I think that to get the best of Liverpool, because they were struggling. And Jota was in between 2 defenders. That is why I suggested the 3 at back, so that centre man can be there to mark Jota at all times. Jota cannot be that free. Because Jota is a smart player. He should have gotten that ball that Salah put to him, and he tried to chase. So I think that Leeds, Marcelo, he did his best, but I don't think that the team didn't follow his tactics today.
Despite losing, Patrick Bamford had a very good game. He had a few good shots on target.
Yeah.
Hats off to Alisson. He made some wonderful saves in the first and second half of the match. Patrick Bamford had a lot of support behind him. Based on the formation that Leeds played today, it was a 4-1-4-1, I think. So he had Rafinha supporting him on the right hand side. However, I don't think that the centre midfield players were giving him enough service for him to finish off the ball. I think they need to work on their decision making, and if so, they can do better. On the left hand side going down, I'm not seeing much support. They're always playing the ball down on the wing that Rafinha is. He's not getting any support for when he's undoing to cross the ball into the box. Bamford is sometimes have to drop in deep because the centre midfielders they're trying to rush back because of the mistakes that the centre backs are making. But overall, a very good game for Patrick Bamford today.
And Rafinha as well, he tried to bring the tempo. He tried to help the team, tried to bring it, tried to think of different ways to try get a ball into the net with other players to score. So, and it's just get the best of him till Liverpool get the best of him. Liverpool see the weakness and they just, capitalize on it. So, and congrats to Liverpool, I know that you will be happy today for that 3 points.
I expect
3 more points. The table is a bit tight at the moment. Manchester United is leading on goal difference. But as we know, one thing can change the table as quickly as it goes.
Exactly.
That's true.
And this season, I must say that I feel like we're going to have a really
good season this year.
I feel like it will be close.
Very.
There's a lot of attacking talents on the 3 sides. With Romelu Lukaku now in, he scored 2 goals yesterday. Cristiano Ronaldo, they're saying the king is back, 2 goals from him as well. So, who do we think will be the top goal scorer for the season this year?
What I really like, first I must say, what I really like about this season and the big teams is that most of the big teams have good backline. Man City has a good backline, Chelsea has a good backline, Liverpool has a good backline. Some of the little teams has a fairly good backline. So going forward and the attacks looking good because even Leeds that we played today, their attack wasn't bad. Their attack wasn't bad. So for me, who I think would win the league, you said, right?
Would be the top goal scorer.
Well, for me, it's unpredictable, but I am putting Cristiano Ronaldo up there with Lukaku, but I can't give Lukaku. It'll have to be
Mr. Scott,
I would say Romelu Lukaku. He's very hungry and he's here to prove a point. And remember, Chelsea is his favourite club, and now he's back. He's going to play all out. I'm not saying that Cristiano Ronaldo cannot be, but I just feel like Romelu Lukaku is going to have that edge because of how Chelsea played last season, and he worked on his craft in Italy, and now he's come in England and he's going to be strong. Cristiano Ronaldo have somebody who is going to content him. They are content.
Definitely think he has some competition.
He has a lot.
Yeah, so I would say Romelu Lukaku, and I would say Romelu Lukaku then Cristiano Ronaldo. For third place, I don't know. Maybe Salah.
Personally, for me, I would give it to Cristiano Ronaldo. As you said about Lukaku, he's back home. Cristiano Ronaldo is home as well. And we have a wonderful number 10 in Bruno Fernandes to provide him with service.
That was
number
awesome,
6,
Paul
Paul Pogba. Wow, 4 games, 7 assists.
Wow.
What a man. Starting off the league beautifully. I think if somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a proven striker, he's the person that makes those entering runs. He makes the run that no one expects and catches the ball. Sometimes it's some scrappy goals, but they're a goal nonetheless.
Exactly.
If he can get service, the best out of Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, and we've seen time and time again where persons from the centre half, they're playing some long balls up there. I've seen Lindelof done it a couple times last season. If he can get that service, I'm sure he can be the top goal scorer. Romelu Lukaku, I'll put him for second. Very hungry. He's on top form right now. Maybe I would put Salah third and then probably Kane after.
So guys, what do you think of our prediction to be the leading goal scorer in the Premier League, guys? Leave the comments down below who you think will be the leading goal scorer for the Premier League, guys. And stay tuned until our next video, guys. Keep it total score and keep it football.
We'll see you soon.